Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. I'm trying to review everything. But just enjoy this music. I love it. Every day I play it every day. Thank you, everybody. You're welcome. Good evening, everybody. Happy weekend to everybody. Happy weekend. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. I kept that music just now because he has two tracks he played that I love so much. This is the second one that I like so much. The music is very, very, very meaningful. Because today I will be analyzing the reason because most people were trying to hold on first. Let's listen to this music. That's your friend. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. I still have some hours here to spend before I go back to my normal duty. I just want to summarize the whole issue, a case study of everything that has transpired from last year till now, and how it ended. No, never started to hear me. I don't know what I want to talk about. This guy is sing. We'll see one. Invite your friends, please. So that will be so much on the line that I will not be repeating my words again. So I will do it very smart and conclude it just smart. Give me a few minutes. I'll be through with this music. I enjoy it. I play it every day. I install it to my private messenger so that I play it regularly every time. This is the best track I like. I play it on my Christmas day. Those who don't understand Vinny, I will explain later to you guys. When I wish you happy losers. I wish you have many losers. For my heart. When I drop a one. Ladian. Oh my boy, wow. Sanagawe. Usena yupe na usena gbe usena yubi ya yo. For those of you who don't understand video, you don't understand what is really going on. But for those of you who understand video, you understand what is really going on. Senagbe yo, hey, what damn yo, wow, hey, what damn yo, okay, pro spoon. Good evening, everybody. You're welcome. I will try as much as possible to explain certain things to you because all these tracks I've been playing since are very meaningful concerning the two people that are waged war in Edo State. I'm talking about the comrade governor Godwin Inohase Obaseki and a comrade Tony Adun Kabaka. This is a war that has started barely a year ago in Benin City. And I will tell you my write-up. I know most Nigerians were, not most Nigerians, some few elements were not, they don't understand what I meant by that, Albert, your sleepless night just begin. No condition is, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. So let's start from the beginning of how this story started from, okay? First of all, let me stand so that people will know where I stand. Because most people are just seeing me playing this music. They probably maybe they might think maybe I'm making jest of Tony Kabaka or whatever. No, I love the music so much. Everybody in my house knows that I love the music. I play it regularly every time. Whether the case turned to be positive to Tony Kabaka or everything, that was not stopping me from playing this music. The guy can recompose. And I am very sure the day I will meet him, I will advise him to sponsor this music. It will sell a lot in Benin City. Okay, so what are we talking about? The music was talking about trying to throw some words to the comrade governor who created job from the beginning by allowing them to use them to campaign and intimidate others to get through his election victory in Benin City or Edo State. This is what it means that when G was planning for election, he created job for them. But when he won the election, he took all the job inside. Okay. Then the other one he was saying was that a G Nevida was talking about G represents Godwin Obaseki. That the G that is very stingy. That since we did the election and since he was born and since the election up to now, he's still very, very, very stingy. That election is coming again now. That they should be very careful and open their eyes who they will vote for. They will not vote for anybody that will take food from their mouth any longer. And they will not vote for anybody that will betray them after election. This is how it started in the public domain. Meanwhile, there were a series of statements made by people who was appointed by Obaseki right from the beginning, telling him that he's an illiterate, he has no place in the government. Fine. This was the beginning, okay? I am not directly in support of anybody. I told you before, but I supported Obaseki fully in respect of the candidate that they brought into APC. Okay, this is my stand. I won't change that. But first of all, let me not forget to condemn absolutely from my heart as a man, as a Nigerian, as a Democrat, and as a man that is intelligent. You see, the destruction of that hotel was a total fucked up from the state government. I will stand by all means, and I'm ready to take any insult from anybody. It doesn't really matter to me. I told the other guys that if you can like you insult me on phone here, it doesn't really matter to me because the day I decided to come on public domain to aid my view or support one person or the other or promote one person or the other, I've already know that everybody will not be on my side. And not everybody knows how to use in English language. Some of them, when they insult you, they think they are greeting you. So you don't have to blame them because we have all manners of categories of human beings that watch you here online. So I, from my heart, condemn the destruction of the building. Apart from that, any developed society or a developing society who is being led or governed by a matured-minded person, a real Democrat, will know the value, an economist for that matter, will know the value of money. Okay. I took this argument for a very long time with people, and some top politicians in Nigeria reflect my mind back that the motive, the aim and objective, or the main reasons why Nigerians government don't allow such building to be standing or to use it for another project or to sell it out or to convert it to government building. Probably maybe like some of our brothers were saying that it can be converted to orphanage home or be used as a daycare center for children who are homeless, children, stuff like that. That is my thought from the beginning. But I was made to sit down and realize exactly that Nigeria is still practicing baby democracy in Africa. That the problem is that in Nigeria, most of these politicians, he gave me references, But one major one I will give to the Edo people today is concerning the late Brigadier Ubemudia, who they seized Palm Royal from. When he was a military governor, he built that Palm Royal. They accused him of the money he used there was a state government money, and they seized it from him and converted it back to the state governor's property. Okay, but when he came to power and his friends came to power, he was diverted to Bermuda, and he quickly sold it out to the person that is now managing the place now. So the verdict given, or what they did to him when they seized the property because he duped money or ate money from the state government, did not achieve any aims any longer when they gave him back the hotels and the land that was suspected that he had spent the state government money for. We also know what happened with Alta Farms, Operation Feed the Nation. OBJ was not having that money to establish such great land like that out in Ota. The money they spent there was the federal government money. And also it was seized too. When it becomes so lean like this, today now what is going on there? He belongs to him again. Okay, so they gave me these two major instances. I said, well, they might be true to what you are saying, but I still stand and it remains with me the same. If that is the case, they can even sell it out to a private owners or somebody else different, somebody bigger than him, but at least they will give him some compensation, at least. But from the beginning, they said he's building a land in government property. Okay, that is what we all are aware of. I was the first blogger here that came out here openly and told Tony Kabaka, look, hey boy, they come. Nobody's above the government. When they decide to deal with you, they do it clearly and nothing happens. I give instances of great men in Benin that they have destroyed their homes and the government has dealt with. If Oshomole, as short as Oshomole, can drive an nene straight to Isha land, you should know that nobody's untouchable when you are in power. It's just for you to know how to use the power. Okay, that is concerning the house that was destroyed in Benin. We also learned that in the case they presented in the High Court, the government did not come to say the land does not belong to Kabaka or he did not buy it rightfully. All the lands belongs to the government. All they say that the Kabaka has no right to construct a house in that place there because it has no C of O, certificate of occupancy. For those of you who don't understand, we'll break it down. The rights that enable you have a position where you construct a building for that. The government said they are aware that you acquire this place and you have right to construct a building in that place there. That was the only thing that was left not in that document. The original papers of the documents of the house, everything, and the planning, everything was all correct. Let anybody quote me anytime, any day. I'm saying what I know and what is true. So, people went to the court yesterday because yesterday was supposed to be the verdict for that building. Unfortunately, when I went to the court, the counsel to Tony Kabaka came up with another discussion and said, look, what you are about to decide about and the house in question has been demolished by the government 2 days ago. The counsel to the state governor is signed for that matter. That is not the lawyers can be put to one place or the other, they move to left to right. He said, once already they present the case in the court, that case has to be looked into and no other issue to divide the case from left to right. No, the other counsel to can make references to Supreme Court judgment concerning 2 prominent cases that happened in 2010, INEC and one other parties like that in Nigeria. Then the judge consents to what the counsel of Tony Bakaba said. I said, look, the case is now postponed to, I think, March thereabout. They postponed the case to March thereabout to hear the case. Now they are not asking that the house has to be like that before the case has been to be judged. Okay, this was the case on board today. Fine. My question now is that, Nigerians, please, because I might not be perfect, why was the state government so in a hurry to do what he did? If he was very sure 100% that he was very right or what he was doing, what was left for 2 days to have heard the judgment yesterday? At least if we would have had the judgment yesterday that Tony Kabaka, you built in a very wrong place and this is not supposed to be like that. If the government now went ahead and destroyed the property, then no problem. But the impatience of the government for 2 days has a question mark. Nigerians, please, as I said before, I am no parties to any of these 2 persons, but I'm always coming here to analyze how I understood or I understand the matter. Okay, that one is for that. Then people now start asking me, people now start asking me, say, why did I write it on my wall? What is the business between Abat with this matter? Ah, I'm not sure. How will Abat not be a part of this whole issue? They were tying it and they were the one losing it. They will tie it in presence of the governor. I come and untie it in presence of Tony Kabaka. So the allegation laid against Ronomigo, as I said before, people might hate Ronomigo when I speak his name, when I mention his name. So people might like him, but I'm no friend to anybody. I'm no enemy to anybody. I'm here to say the fact. He accused Ronomigo that Ronomigo, the reason why I said Abat is having sleepless night because of the frequent videos he has been showing explaining his role of innocence in the matter, calculating or discharging all blames on Tony Kabaka that he did not hear his advice. So, if Tony has listened to you, your advice, the government would have not destroyed the property. Is that what you are telling us? I mean, the government destroyed the property purposely because of this Ejinenida. Because that music is too beautiful for me. Whether you like it or not, I know it's going to be, there are difficult days ahead of Baseki. For sure, I know. He knows himself too. Because the attitude he acted that very day has proved his furiosity about the issue. A gentleman like that is very learned and intelligent must not be acting barbarically like those who he claimed are barbaric. So he claims that Tony Kabaka is an Agbeo. And he don't want Agbeo people in his government. But he just used one of this character or one of this attitude like the Agbeos does too. I once told everybody on my platform here that if a madman take your clothes in the bedroom and you run after the mad woman or madman, you become classified at the same level, the same category. So the government did what he did that day, knowing fully he was not having 100% right over the issue. That is why he went to do it immediately before the judgment. This is my take, whether you like it or not. Okay. Then, the sleepless night that Abat is having is that because the way he's so concerned about this matter, he came out for the first time and said that Ironligo said Kabaka has said he's going to come to come and burn his house in Amagba. Let me tell you one thing, every one of you young folks in Benin City or Edo State that have acquired houses in a place where they cannot even buy, they build a house and buy land, expensive land, in a place where they don't even dream to buy land, even when they save for 40 years with their salary. Let me tell you one thing, nothing stays forever. What Tony Kabaka said has never threatened anybody's life. I will play it. If you want us to hear it here, I will play it. The only word I will hear when we talk about Avengers, something like that, is look, he has told everybody to calm down, that nobody should do anything stupid, that God will reward everybody, God will retaliate for him. Is it the first time you are hearing about? Is it the first time you are hearing about Avengers? Was it not the same people they used to come to power? So when people are not in his side, the reason why I say he's having sleepless night is that it's like he's being guilty of coming out every day on social media here, started explaining his guilt, started explaining how the Kabaka was insulting the government. We all said that one before, but since the government has destroyed his house, all I needed to do, since you said you are his friend, at least, my friend, I'm very sorry. It happens this way. You know, government is government. Then you close the issue. So don't start claiming allegation, because the house you build, the land you build house for, you did not acquire with your sweat. We know how people were doing CDA issue. If not because of Ewari the Great that came to Edo State, Edo State or Edo Benin City to have put a stop to this nonsense. Where they born you when you become a land seller, become selling houses and selling land in many places in Benin there. And you say you have house in Magba. Where did you work? What business do you do that gave you that money? Listen, Obaseki will leave and go. 4x4 talk back in Jesus get back. I'm not against him, not a back. Or the bug back of food. He won't tire away. I bought cow a dead big. He said, if somebody is owing you a 1 million naira and you go to ask him for your debt, he promised you 1 year. Surely 1 year. He said, leave immediately. Because if you don't leave immediately, you'll be surprised 1 year will complete in your present debt when he's promising you. So, Obaseki is not going to live forever and ever. When Oshomole were doing his bulldozer at that time, according to you people, you said it was Tony Kabaka who was destroying people's house. He was a worker. We can say government was not about destroying houses in Benin. We all know that it was when they cleared the road at St. Saviour, Upper Market, all those market areas that were being hard started, people selling the street, music here, left and right. That was how he was giving, we can say government, how he was doing contract without announcing it in the television, constructing road in Benin, everything. That is how he got, we can see governor, not destroying our properties. Oshomole did it. Though Oshomole did it too, are still alive. Today, those who are aggrieved now are close to Oshomole. Kabaka is close to Oshomole. Okay. But what baffled me most was that the accusation of arson against Tony Kabaka was uncalled for. We all know how the matter happened that day now. I was not there, but we are here. But we see everything. We know everything. We are on ground in Nigeria. We call, we investigate, we spend money and get information from Nigeria. Okay. Oshomole wanted to land in Benin for that rally that was banned with the day they welcome his Yamo. People were against it and they were all rioting, protesting against Oshomole coming to Benin. Okay. We also know that 2 cars that was burnt there that very day was burnt by the group of the state government. This is the fact. I don't want to mention him because I'm not an eyewitness. So how come they are now accusing somebody of arson, attempt murdering, and causing chaos in public domain or whatever? That the 3 charges against him. This gentleman has run away from Edo State. As we speak right now, he's not in Edo State for the past 30 days. Okay, which are the things I didn't want to say in public before. Okay, so my reason of telling Abba that he's having sleepless night is what I've just explained now. He's indicting himself. He's indicting himself. Okay, nobody has not go to prison. If you want to become successful in politics, you must go to prison. So even though Kabaka is arrested today and stays in prison, the maximum is 4 years. After the tenure of Obaseki, if he wins the second tenure, he's gone. But remember, I was also the first person that I always say 4x4, Ogba. It is not by our power. Who are the delegates nominating this gentleman? Did he have a number? No problem. If he has a number, who is submitting the names to INEC? We see these funny games play out in many states in Nigeria. Is the same Osho Baba? It is uncalled for, or it's unwise for a state as small as Edo State to suspend a national chairman that is being respected for more than 30 states in Nigeria. That will tell you that whether you like it or not, even though it's not a party, it's no longer a member of a local ward, but it still has the national, the ID card or the membership card of APC, which he still supersedes as a national chairman till tomorrow, whether you like it or not. So, when I called for my last video, I said, look, the traditional ruler should intervene on this issue as a father to play a fathering role in this issue. I was also informed that we were told that our royal monarchs has invited both of them to a round conference table. Osho Baba did not come to the meeting. But I know he might have decided to go and sit there in private and say, look, he don't want to sit with this man on this peace talk. Okay, so, but my advice is go again to Comrade Obaseki and Shaibu. I've been warning 2 of you for a very long time. Don't create by disarming groups that you call Agbewu or hooligans or notorious people in Benin. Don't use that one to create another one again. Because this man was not large like this. I quite remember when Bomboy was reigning in Benin, Tony was just working as a boy under this man. But today he's now having his own entourage. He was created from Bomboy's home training. Today himself is bringing out people too. So if you are not going to measure any maybe, I've already told you that don't create other will in Benin there. The only solution to this matter is a peace talk on a rank conference table. Whether the Benin's like it or not, whether the Ishan like it or not, although the Ishan has been totally isolated from the government, because this is a very clear show now. If Shaibu and Obaseki struggle to enter power again for the second tenure, Obaseki will never disappoint Shaibu. That means that power is now rolling from Edo to Isako. Edo to Isako. Ishan will be a nobody in Edo State. This is the fact. what is going to play out now. Okay, so I still appeal once more again. There is no too much. There is no effort spent in making peace that is wasted. So for those of you who will say, hey, don't let me insult you, which are bad for this matter, I just told you, he exaggerated the matter so much. Ahmad has exaggerated the matter so much, makes me to see the governor as somebody who was not really serious of what he's going to do. So that's the more reason why he's indicting himself. He indicted himself because he placed himself into this issue. Eroniko came out the other day and swear. It was true that two of them have heads to heads in talking. I once insulted Eroniko. Eroniko once insulted me. His junior brother insulted me. All his fans were against me. But today, are we not friends now? We greet each other. We talked yesterday on phone. We talked even for days on phone. When he called me the other 3 days ago, I missed his call because of time difference, and my nature of my work. I called him back. He was in the bedroom. And he promised to call me back. When he came back, I was already sleeping. When he called back, I was already sleeping. But I will still need to talk with him. Now, I go back to the my friend, the president, who is in president for media, social media. I'm not against your title. I saw your video. I see you were down a little bit. Be honest to yourself, Eddie Murphy. You were down, totally down, seeing what played after the house was destroyed. By you. But when you started your statement, you said, first to do, the pain. Second to do, now the pain. I'm not against anybody in that place. But what I'm saying is that whenever I want to, if I'm a government or I'm a governor, if I want to deal with anything that is, I must follow the due process. When you follow the due process, nothing too late, nothing too fast. When you follow the due process, that is the area I have grievances for Obaseki. He listened to some people and went as far as, how can you destroy a person's house on Wednesday when the judgment is coming up on Friday? 2 days cannot kill you, my brother. My beloved comrade, you had a very, very big mistake. And believe me honestly, most people were sympathetic with you before that time. At least I saw your spokesperson in the ground that day when they were destroying the house, telling us that this is not the only house they're going to do. It has been going on for the past 1 year. We've not seen anyone. Are you telling me Tony Kabaka is bigger than that? That might be, I don't know, the former the chief judge before. We were told that his house is also marked too. But up to now, it has not been destroyed. Why did they start with that one in the bush? So my reason was because the music was so much in this G Nemida. A lot of talking was much. That's why you retaliated. And everybody that has spoken to said, though the government might be right sometimes, but somehow, but the purpose of destroying the house was politically motivated, not constitutional motivated or based on regulations in Edo State. So I appeal once again to everybody. It is not too late. We just heard that the NEC has just told us September is the election. That June will be the nomination election. That is the primaries. June, July, not June, I guess so. So there's still time for reconciliation. There's still time for talking. There's still time for peace. I continue saying it. Edo State is too fragile for this war. Because you will find out that at the end, if this guy, Obaseki, finally got the nomination and Oshomole refused to submit it to INEC and it expired, they become, two of them, the parties will not be recognized in the poll. You find out that it will now remain the Labour Party and the PDP who will contest as governor. Somebody who did not even suffer for campaign will not become a state government, a state governor in Edo State. Don't be surprised, everybody. We all know what happened in Imo. We all know what happened in Imo. So, a lot of things has played in Nigeria. We should be very, very, very careful. After that, 2 minutes, after that issue, I went on my investigation so much, to find out how powerful these two groups are. Because they have two groups now, that the APC chief titan, that's who are with Oshomole. We divided them, those of them who were with Oshomole and those who are with Obaseki. For those of you who don't know, do the judgment yourself. These are facts, okay? I wrote certain things down here. The former deputy governor, okay, former deputy governor Rivede Obadan, and former deputy governor Lucky Maswen, Mr. Odubu, former speaker Lucky Maswen, the former speaker Thompson Okosu, former speaker too. Then that's for Oredona, you know. Then former governor Osarieme Osumbo, who was governor when Lucky Maswen was a deputy governor. Okay. Then Mike Inegbineki, former 2-term reps in Abuja, and 2-term member Edo House of Assembly, Samson Usage, is with Oshomole. Okay. Then Honorable Idagbo Omoran and all the foot soldiers in Benin. When we meet foot soldiers, I will explain what to do today. Those who struggle it physically, those men are need to eat, are those who spend the money, who give out money to mobilize. Okay. But when we say foot soldier, we mean those who do the fearing, that make people to fear, that give vote out to others, that snatch ballot paper, that do corner into the matter. Those who make everybody stay indoors if you are not for them. If you are against them, you stay indoors, except you are for them. There are so many. We call them foot soldiers. Let me go to their name. The first one is no more less. You all know no more less. You know Shaba and Co. We still have Peli, Iriase, okay, and Patrick Obayabun, okay, then governor aspirant Pinos Odubu, who is also contesting to be a governor in this manner. Pinos Odubu is still, they are still there. Julius Ariabe to general, you know that man is still there too. Chris Ogemoyi and Pastor Osagi Izeyamu, a sitting rep Julius Iuvabre, even at the information area, you know. These are powerful men that are in a group of Oshomole. Then let's go to there are so many countless politicians that are there with them with Oshomole. Even the national chairman, he's in charge of nomination and to submit candidate to NEC. He's the one in charge. Okay. Then for Obaseki, let's see. Former Senator Igi Uzamere. I want to tell you what today. The only lawyer soldier, the full lawyer, 100% soldier there is Igi Uzamere with Obaseki. Then Matthew Idoyekeme. I was told that my Idoyekeme might not be 100%, might be 60-40. Okay. What people are telling me is that this is what I'm telling you when Nigeria said too, that it's only dialogue that will make peace, or one person to emerge, or the governor to continue moving on in peace in Edo State. So, people who love Abba so much, I'm not saying Abba is a bad person, but what I'm saying is that he exaggerated this matter so much from the beginning, and he should stay clear now and stay at home peacefully. That if he's now saying that somebody want to come and destroy his house or burn his house, it's a total lie. That statement was not made here on video to me. I have not seen it. If anybody has any video where Kabaka has sent anybody that you go and burn about house, please send it to me. I will still say it here and I will bring it here. So if you are afraid, you suspect that what you campaigned for has come to pass, then so it be. I will in Egbe. That's why it's a Benin language. I will be saying it every day. When you beat me, you allow me to cry. I can insult my head when you beat me unnecessarily. You understand me? So, I don't want a situation where somebody will come out, want to they call it scaricare. You will discharge your problem on that person's head to fit into a situation that is going on. How many people want to send out of Benin because you don't have rest of night? So if you know you've done land business, you do people in Benin, you have do corner wahala, wash your back. Kabaka has not said, you not even reach the fish when he go attack. On a very serious note, I'm not supporting him. So don't use that one to justify yourself. So if you know you are clean in the matter, stay clear. Stop doing petty video every day. So my friends who want to know the reason why I said Abbott has a sleepless night is all this that I've explained to you. He has been indicting himself by this matter. Nobody invited him in this issue. You don't work for government officially. You belong to the crack team Ogba, which is very, very, very okay. Everybody has the right to support his party or to negotiate for anything good for his party, which you are doing. You say support for Obaseki is no negotiable. It was like that too during Oshomole. Or to no win, that's all. It's good for you. Anybody when you get power, now you get support because now they money for the comp. No problem. But how long? How long? How long can we continue living this life we are living today? So I repeat again, with my full heart, I'm sincerely disappointed. I rated my governor more bigger than what happened that very day. 2 days, at least 2 days was not too big for him not to have a patient, to have had the verdict of the court before he went further to destroy those properties. All that things he did before, I have never spoke negative about it. But this very one, believe me honestly, I'm not saying he's not doing his job as a governor. I'm not among those who just say, look, totally, he's a madman. No. He also might have a reason for doing that. Maybe he might have weighed the case that it will make his words not to come to pass on time. Not because he cannot win the case, but probably maybe it will have a long delay. He decided to put it very fast. But that was unjust. It was uncalled for as a democratic elected governor in Edo State. So once again, my fellow Nigerians, I urge everybody to be calm and seek peace till the last blood, till the last strength you have. Because, as I said before, if it happen, people go collect tire. We will be mugu. Now we go they call say, "Epa, we street every year na. If you till la doa, you till la uronigbia, you till Arikobazuwa. Can I go to Use? Can I go to Akoko Edo? Can I go to Aunchi?" They will be asking us mugu outside how the level be because the hard men they don't they roll, so all of them will go they hide for corner to cool down the east in the town. So I beg every Nigerians, please, once again, especially the Edo people, they should please apply all the best wisdom and seek for peace. Osho Baba, I'm not in support of you bringing Isaiah Yamu to come and contest with Obaseki, but I'm also in support of anybody who disrespects his elder. Okay? I don't even know two of you which one is senior. Obaseki look more older than you physically, so I don't know your age. But what I'm saying is that find a place in your heart to at least collaborate with the elders in Edo State and make peace. I know you know Benin people for so much, they can always be bought from their heart. With just 1 million, you can buy everybody to your side in Benin there because everybody is out for money. The respect for money is bigger than the respect for human souls in Nigeria these days, not only Benin people. Okay, so once again, Edo issue must not be a topic for the whole Nigeria to be having headache for. I'm sick, I'm tired. Fix the problem before it's too late. Okay? Fix the problem before it's too late. So for those of you who want to insult me for Abad issue, as I said before, Abad I've not seen him physically. We are not even in the same class. He's a politician or maybe he's a dog in the politics, but I'm an analyzer of politics. I don't play politics the way they play politics, okay? So what I said is that he's indicting himself. He should stay clear from the issue and not be saying things that is not play on TV or on radio or anywhere, just to safeguard himself. He might be going up and down to make more allegations on Kabaka's name because of the more allegations are already there from from the state government, and you won't add your own to it just because you want to live safe. If you know you've done a bad business, settle them their money and be in peace. And God bless you all for watching the program today. And as I said before, I need to be leaving now, get some rest before I go to work. So I hail everybody. 3 bosa for everybody. Happy weekend to everybody, and God bless you all.